Hey YouTube, coming at you with the team from earlier in the season, the first time Great League was around, and it is Lanturn, Sableye, Serperior, and it was one of the teams that actually helped me gain a ton of wins and bump my rating up after a slow start. And there's two things I want to showcase on this team. Everyone knows that Lanturn got a huge buff this season because of everything else that, like talonflame, Skarmory, and all this stuff like that. There's the other two Pokemon I want to highlight here are Sableye and Serperior. Obviously, this is just a very sort of balanced team. Lanturn weak to grass, Serperior has aerial for other grass Pokemon, Sableye safe swap. But there's two things that I want to talk about with this team because both Pokemon Sableye and Serperior have kind of tanked in the rankings to a certain extent, and I'm going to tell you why you should be using both of them. So the first thing is, let's talk Sableye. The problem with Sableye is most people assumed that Medi as a psychic would be less around, which I think it is less around. So there's one of your best matchups gone now. Because Medi's a bit down, Lickitung has risen to the top of the rankings. Lickitung is just a brutal wall, not a wall, but like a brutal matchup for Sableye because Shadow Claw's double resisted on the normal typing. You also have the rise of Carbink, which is like a top 3 Pokemon now, and azumarill got bubble buff, so that is up to the top again. So you have a couple fairies at the top, you have Lickitung at the top, you have other normal Pokemon like Vigoroth doing better with Rock Slide now, like a way better second move. So Sableye just like tanked in the rankings. Sableye's still awesome. Like, I love using Sableye. If you've played the matchups enough, you know that Sableye can beat azumarill. If you are like a little head on energy and land a return, it's like an easy flip there. So Sableye still super strong. Obviously Carbink is an issue. Lickitung, same thing. If you land like a couple returns, you can like actually grab a shield and stuff like that. So not the worst case scenario for Sableye overall. And it still does so well in neutral situations, right? Just like any sort of neutral matchup. Think of everything that got buffed: Talonflame, Skarmory. You're neutral. Everything's just like you do okay in like all those matchups, which is great. Serperior, obviously, what did I just mention multiple times now? Skarmory, Talonflame, huge bumps there. With that, I have also seen a lot less Sand Slashes because you have the increase in Talonflame, which will just like delete you. Fires got buffed, and I mentioned that in my video, and if you went back to like one weekend, what does the meta mean now? I said Mud Boys are everywhere because Mud Boys are basically unchecked because there's only like a couple grass Pokemon that are actually good. Trevenant got nerfed and Serperior was scared of all these flyers. And now there's dragons coming out, so grass took another hit. So that's why I think like a lot of Pokemon are kind of weak to Serperior, and Serperior just has like that bulk and everything, right? So you know it's strong. So this team did very, very, very well for me. It's a very like Lanturn, Serperior, pretty tanky. Sableye, great safe swap. Let's look at some battles. In this matchup, I go to Thunderbolt. You can just go Surf because even though it's resisted, if they let Surf go, they're basically in Spark range. So they have to shield this. One Thunderbolt will take them out. If not, I can just probably Spark down. They shield, and they're gonna outpace me. I can't get to the Thunderbolt. They'll outpace me. So I will get another one off here. Won't take it out, but it would chip it to like very, very deep red. So they have to shield. They're going for a farm down. They're not gonna get it. So able to take this out, which is great. It takes me out, but I took a shield advantage. It does have a second move here. I may let this go. Again, Sableye is not the tankiest, but it's got okay bulk. Out comes a Lanturn. And there's the thing, like Serperior, I got rid of the Dragon Flyer, which would have been a brutal matchup for Serperior. But now I'm in just like a neutral matchup with Defenseoxys. Friendly Plant hits so hard. I only need to worry about moves from Deoxys. I don't need to worry about Lanturn. Shield up the first Psycho Boost. I'm just going to throw right here now. I really don't want to take another Psycho Boost. So, because I know that Lanturn's not going to be able to take me out with any move, and I'm going to be able to Frenzy it, right? So, take that there. Toxapex is obviously a great lead. They come into Sableye. So, what I'm probably going to do here, Lanturn has such a good matchup with Sableye, but Toxapex I really want I want Lanturn backs on Toxapex. So I'm going to chip here and then come in here. So there's two pros of this. One is after chipping that, I can win whatever shield scenario I want to win. There's just like, I can like win the double, like the 2 shield if I want. So there's no sort of losing this matchup after that chip. And now if they come in Toxapex, Poison is resisted. So they can only throw Brine, which is a bad move. So I'm going to just Shadow Claw and Foul Play and chip the crap out of this thing. And then I'm going to get my Lanturn on it. If they're smart, which I think they are smart here, they're just going to go 2 shield, whatever in the back. Because it's their only win condition, right? Lanturn's going to absolutely destroy this. I just go straight return because I figured that they're not going to shield anything because their win condition is just 2 shield, whatever in the back. So I could probably just get that and get some chip here, which I was right. I come in here right away because it's a fighter grass. So they have to throw resisted frenzies or lower their attack with superpower. So I figured that they would, for the most part, the best way that I would play this is you kind of just go straight frenzy until your switch clock is up as much as possible. And then you start throwing the superpowers. But by that time, so you throw in there, I would have thrown one more frenzy and then a superpower because superpower won't take out from that range. But now, like, I'm going to grab a second shield. They're going to be able to take me out, but now they're going to be 2 times lower because superpower is quicker to get to, I think. They're going to reset. I know they're going to reset. They're going to try and catch something here immediately, as I would too. That resets the lowering of the defense, but by that point, I've got a shield advantage and you're already too low. So Thunderbolt, not enough to take it out, but they're not going to get to 2 frenzies. That Thunderbolt will go through. I mean, that Spark will go through. So I will shield and take this win. Okay, Lanturn against Jellicent, obviously a good matchup, and I have 3 answers for Lanturn here. They try and catch on Charjabug. So the Charjabug is an interesting one because I don't really have a great answer. Serperior's going to get killed by Charjabug. Lanturn has the sparks that are resisted, and Sableye is like evenish. So let's just see what I do here. I already grabbed 1 shield, which is good. I could just stay in this matchup. So what I probably will do is just stay in this matchup, try and Spark and Surf, or I go Sableye next. Yeah, I was about to say, if they let go, then I'll probably just go Sableye because I can shield 1, match shields. I'll probably have to take an X-Scissor, which is fine. It's neutral. I guess I don't have to take X-Scissor. Foul Play will take them out, so this is good. Again, the Jellicent's just like drawing dead. And out comes this. Okay, this is just like a hard counter. There's like not much they can do here. It's not a true hard counter, but like ground is resisted by grass, so they can only throw the rock slides. So once I get my Serperior on this, and Serperior is just going to kill both Pokemon. So easy win for this one. There's not much to talk about in this matchup. But again, the only thing I'll talk about is look what Sableye is doing in neutral matchups, right? Took out the mirror match, grabbed shields here, took this down to the yellow. I can survive multiple rock slides. So like it chips a ton, and then you got the bulk here on Serperior. I can take any move. The only thing I can't take is a Shadow Ball. So as long as I come out with 2 moves here, like I'm fine. Out comes the Jellicent. They have no shield. I've got 2 frenzies. Probably gonna throw one and snipe. Yeah, or catch. Because my win condition is I mean, I don't need a win condition. Serperior. This team's just gonna dominate. Okay, Lickitung and Lanturn. Not bad, not great. Having played this matchup a few times, I usually, let's see if I just go straight Thunderbolt. I go straight Thunderbolt because 1, the damage per energy is basically the same. And Lickitung's never going to shield. Not never, but like 95% of the time, they're not going to shield a move. So I might as well just go for the higher damage because then I didn't know, having taken that Power Whip, if I would get to a Thunderbolt. So this won't take out, but it is enough to grab shields. Yeah, but there's the move. I kind of figured I wouldn't get to a Thunderbolt once that Power Whip went through. That was weird. My light is flickering like crazy. But took a shield, which is okay. Lickitung is obviously tanky AF, so they will get some licks and body slams off here, which is not great, but it's not bad. I'm just going to farm up a bunch as much as I can. Obviously, these licks are adding up, but Serperior with the energy, as long as it's not a flyer, should be okay unless it's a flyer. So I have to come in here, and I get hit with Carbink. Okay, top left. That makes sense. That's about right. Not much you can do there, right? What I will do, I'm going to top left. I just want to see, so good lead here. I'm probably going to do the same thing with the Sableye, like a chip here and then go Sableye. I don't have to, but I probably will. Yeah, makes sense because it's just such an easy win. What did I want to do? I wanted to do rankings because I threw a foul play. I just wanted to see Carbink resistance. Yeah, single resist dark, single resist normal. Single resist dark, single resist normal. So they're both resisted in Sableye in terms of the stats on foul play versus return. Basically the same. Return is 70 energy for 130 damage, 1.86 damage per energy. And foul play is 45 energy for 84 damage, 1.87. So I guess if both are single resisted and both are basically same damage per energy, it kind of doesn't matter too much. I mean, that's like a top left game anyway, so there's not much I could really do. Just for my future knowledge. X-Scissor is super effective. I was too busy talking, so I don't actually know what's going on in this matchup. I'll get back to showcasting later on the next matchup. Looks like I'm just sacrificing this and just going to go one shielded Lanturn. Because the Poliwrath's still in the front. Yeah, that makes sense. Every charge move is resisted here. Counters are adding up, but not that it matters. Okay, Sableye on the lead. I think you probably just go double surf. I don't think a Thunderbolt is near enough to take out. And I don't know if you can spark down. So I imagine double surf probably is the play. Looks like we're going to CMP there. So I got the extra one in. I'm probably going to farm up a bit here. So maybe I could have Thunderbolted and taken it. I could have sparked. Like, look how low it is after Surf. I had to burn a shield, though. But I could have done that with Thunderbolt, too. Looks like I can lose the ones or try and fight for switch. I think losing is fine. Just get ahead on, yeah, Claw energy is fine. Tropius with Air Slash, right? So I cannot... Oh, why would they do... Oh, why would they do that? Why would they do that? What are they doing? Okay, so they win switch. They have a Carbink, which absolutely walls except for the claws, Sableye. They decide to come in with the Tropius, which is fine. Tropius has a fine matchup against Sableye, but then you come in and then you give up switch. So I guess this was the first week of the season, so I can't say that they're maybe a strong player, but don't do that. If you win switch, 1, get the alignment that you want, and 2, don't lose that alignment if you don't have to. Those are the types of knowledge that I'm dropping on this channel. And I'm so far ahead on energy, so there's no point of shielding there. I'm gonna chalk this up to like a newer player, not truly knowing everything here. Go for the foul play. It's not nearly enough. Tropius is... I have not used a Tropius. I have a few. I don't have any good IV ones. I've never built one up yet. Because it's always like so niche in this meta, right? There's so many other Pokemon that are flyers and grass that you'd want to use before a flyer grass. So I don't know. I'll eventually do it. Swampert Lead is tough. I'll probably... Sableye doesn't have... The problem is Sableye doesn't have a good matchup either. So I'm either going to try and catch an Earthquake. I can't come Serperior. I can't come Serperior right away because they can probably beat me here. Okay, that is a very, very risky play. Like very risky. I mean, this is a losing matchup anyways, but being half ground, this is like not a bad losing matchup. They could easily come like Talonflame or Skarmory and something like that and just kill me. And that's what you 100% pair, and I'm going to grab a shield here. You would 100% pair Swampert with a flyer or ice to beat a grass. So coming in like that is like kind of stupid. Like kind of really stupid. At this point, I think I know, even if I don't live a dig, I'm going to bank that move. That's kind of smart. I assumed that my win condition was a 2 shield Sableye anyways, so that's why I let the dig go. But I think once I lived, I'm going to probably double shield because Hydros are going to be the hardest hitting. Once I lived the move, I was like, okay, let's just bank that. I'm going to have to come in here anyways. I need to make a decision. I had a move. I could have thrown. I think I'm just risking that I can just spam the moves, but I think this was going to be tough anyways. This is just too bulky. Oh, it's a shadow too, so they can just farm me down. But if I didn't have a shield, they would probably take me out anyways. But I would have had more health. It would have been closer. I don't know. I don't know what the right play there was. Okay, Altaria, half dragon, half flying, which means you are 100% staying in this matchup. You're doing neutral as a neutral with the electric. They have to throw a Moonblast because Sky Attack is resisted. Could that be a Moonblast? That seemed kind of fast. I don't know the counts, and I wasn't counting, but it did seem fast. Able to get a second one off. So this is actually huge. I expect them to, even if they let it go, they can probably just farm me down. Yeah, they can farm me down. Which means that no matter what I come in with, they're going to get a move off anyways. And the inconsistent game mechanism, game mechanics, means I didn't even get a claw through there, which is crap. They have a second flyer, so that's fun. They did give up switch there, so they are switch locked on this, but it's not like I have an answer for this. They let that go, which is actually pretty nice for me. I think I'm reading there's no way they have 3 friggin' flyers on this team. They just dumped all their energy, so this is just a weather ball. I can take this. I won't be able to, I don't think I'll farm down the Altaria because it is a dragon and a flyer, which will double resist the vine whips. So yeah, I was about to say that's kind of a read, right? They could theoretically run a triple flyer team. You'd have to run that third one being Gligar because you need something for steals. It could have been a triple flyer team, but I was just reading like probably not. The reason I shielded that was because if I did not shield that, I was worried that the Altaria could come and just like Dragon Breath me down because that Surf probably would have taken me to like the deep red. So I had to shield the resisted Surf. Whiscash Lead, not a great lead. Make him Sableye right away. Yeah. So they're not getting out, which is fine. They may want to scald me, try and lower my attack, and then decide what to do. Just a Mud Bomb. There's your Bastiodon. So I definitely am way too low to have any sort of chance here. The question is, do they just completely farm me down and go low into the red? Because that's what I would do. I'm worried that if you have a Bastiodon and you have a Whiscash, you probably have an answer to grass, or you probably should have an answer to grass if you don't. I'm just taking the move. I have to try and sweep with Serperior, but like this is not looking great. Whiscash is going to come in. Whiscash dumped energy though, so maybe dry. Oh, they gave up switch. Where's your win condition? Your win condition is them giving up switch for no reason. I am just going to throw a move here. Maybe I should have just taken this out because they're going to get another move off. So that's kind of dumb because now I'm taking more damage unnecessarily. And even though it's resisted, like that adds up and my attack lowers. So I should have thrown the Frenzy there. That was kind of dumb. Just take it out. There's not much left on the Bastiodon. and that comes in, so I get farm there. Weird play. Clodsire. So Clodsire, I was going to say, maybe it's running Mudshot. Nope, it is definitely running Poison. So I'm going to immediately come in here because I cannot let this just farm me down. I need to start throwing these surfs. So I got one. Shield this. Can I get to 2 surfs from here is the question. There's 1 surf. It'll be close. Lantern's pretty tanky. I mean, a surf won't take it out anyways, but it'll at least put it in like a frenzy or something range. I can get to another one. So it looks like Spark, Surf, switch timer up, get into Serperior, try and get to an Aerialist or something, because this should put it pretty low. Nope, Frenzy. I need a Frenzy from this range. I thought it would put it lower than that, but I did get to a Frenzy, so this Frenzy should take out as a normal move, neutral move, yeah. So good work around there, and looks like with this long animation that I worked around for a 5-0 here. Yep. And it was part of the team that, yeah, like I said, I did very well with this team. It's not, this team is probably a team that you would have seen some sort of variation or very close to last season. And I think a lot of people just got scared of using Sableye and Serperior because of the current meta. But that is not the case. So PV Poke has updated the rankings when I was just checking the stats there on the against the Carbink there. So stats have been updated. Some risers, some fallers, some expected. So in terms of these Pokemon, so Lickitung is now number 1, like I said. That's what causes Sableye to have problems. The Mudboys are still high. So Spark Lanturn is now at number 9, so it got the big bounce back. Sableye is at 39, which is actually a lot higher than it was earlier in the season. Earlier in the season, it was ranked like 50 to 60. But number 39, I think that makes way more sense because I think it's actually quite strong. And Serperior is 32, which is about where it was before. But yeah, Serperior with all the Mud Boys. Ooh, Azumarill took a big... Okay. I mean, I probably ordered... I shouldn't be going over these rankings because I'm shooting this video in advance to put up during the Great League week. But I will have, by now, done a new rankings analysis with these new things. So I don't need to go over it here. Anyways, that is it. That's the team. Thanks for watching. It is strong. Not surprising. All 3 Pokemon are just super good. And that is it. So I will see you guys in the next one.